All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And some room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now the third year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
SOS.
Here's Foreman. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's McSorley going up top. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. And he fires one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, Charlie! Watch the twist.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now McSorley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A carry here for the big tight end. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A toss play to Chubb. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Locke, and he connects with Ebron. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, Foreman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even.
Hey, echo.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Chubb running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Go.
Out of the gun. Luck. Open man is Darius Fountain. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, Foreman, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. 18 Gator. On deck, baby, on deck. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
A carry for Foreman. He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
McSorley, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 58, boy. 58. 58.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. We got this. Check four. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Single. Check 43. Strong right. 12. Bravo. Mike 52. Man, I got you. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. You ain't going nowhere. New Mike 52. Hey, check. I'm here all day.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Delta.
They go play action now with McSorley. He sets to fire deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. QT. 78 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Twist on Travis. Now.
On second and 12, McSorley. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Five.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Smooth. 61. Matchbox light. 2.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's going to, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Ready to break.
Hey, 50.
Hey, exit.
50's the mic.
Go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go.
McSorley from the shotgun. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go. 8, read.
Coming to you, coming to you. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up third
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nice, nice, sweetheart. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hatchet.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Hey, Charlie.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the slant. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Hey, zoom.
Don't let him breathe.
But
McSorley sets to pass. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Love. Ebron's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
First down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check 3, check 3.
Check. Crunch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
He's coming. Double up.
On first down. Foreman, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. McSorley, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DJ Reader able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Go.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long.
Let's go. Get up the field. Defense.
Throw left side complete to QT. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jones. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. I got one. Shift. Slam.
On.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the twist.
Check 13.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Block on 3rd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Monday.
Switch.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
12, 51, Mike 51. Target. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming for you, mine. Under 10, 10. Mike 51, Mike 51. In your face. Run back. Check 26. Watch out. Strong right. Watch out.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch safety creep. Alert. Hey, Mike 51.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jim. 51's the mic. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 31. 11B. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
To throw is Love. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike 51.
Protein spill.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch twins. 11.
Hey, check.
Watch it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
58, come on.
80 weapons. Go. Hey, Delta.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 25. Go.
On 3rd down, Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots.